Dr. Rizal.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in support of the bill. This bill is a testament to our nation's commitment to supporting families, recognizing the shared responsibilities of parents, and ensuring the well-being of our children. The doubling of the government paid paternity leave from 2 weeks to 4 is not just a commendable move, it is transformative. As a father of 4, I remember the joyous yet challenging sleepless nights when my children were born. Those initial weeks were a blur of diaper changing and feeding schedules. Having an extra 2 weeks would have made a whole world of difference in sharing the load with my wife and bonding with my newborn. Sir, the introduction of the shared parental leave, allowing parents to share 8 weeks of maternity leave, is a progressive step. It promotes flexibility and choice, allowing families to decide what arrangement works best for them. By providing additional paternity leave, we are too acknowledging the importance of mental well-being of both parents. Shared responsibilities can alleviate postpartum stress and anxiety, ensuring a healthy mental space for parents. I recently spoke to a couple who were both working professionals. The wife unfortunately suffered from postpartum depression that lasted a few months, and the husband felt really helpless during that period. His leave was exhausted, and he had to return to work. This extension of paternity leave would have allowed him to be there for his wife and the newborn in such a critical period. So while I support this bill wholeheartedly, I also recognize that there are some concerns. Small and medium-sized enterprises might be concerned about the operational challenges posed by extended leaves. I spoke to an SME owner who questioned the possible productivity loss during extended leave. While he supports the idea of paternity leave, he was concerned about the short-term impact on his business. And while the government's commitment to reimburse wage costs is reassuring, the potential disruption to business operation is a valid concern. I urge the ministry to consider additional support measures for SMEs, perhaps in the form of temporary manpower assistance or even further training to ensure smooth business operations in such times. Perhaps the ministry could also carry out a comprehensive review to gauge the long-term effects on SMEs. So with increased flexibility, there might be concerns about the potential misuse of these leaves. I've heard that there should be checks in place to prevent any potential misuse. While the term potential for misuse often come up in discussions about increased flexibility in leave policies, I want to challenge that notion. In my interactions with constituents and even within my own circle of family and friends, I found that the overwhelming majority are responsible and would not misuse such a vital support system. I believe that the key to the success of policies like this is trust. Trust in our citizens to use these leaves for the intended purpose of nurturing their families. So in that regard, I urge companies, rather than implementing checks that could deter people from taking leave and perpetuate stigma, we should focus on fostering a culture of responsibility and integrity. In fact, the more we trust each other, the more we empower them to make ethical choices. Now, these in turn strengthen our social fabric and make policies like this more effective in the long run. So while it's natural to have concerns about potential misuse, let's not let these concerns overshadow the larger goal here to support and nurture Singaporean families. Trust begets trust, and it's time we place ours in our people. So while the bill provides for this leave, there might still be a societal stigma attached to fathers taking extended leaves. And we must ensure that there's a robust public awareness campaign to normalize this and emphasize the importance of shared responsibilities. The real question is, are we doing enough to foster a society where employers genuinely value and support the family commitments of their employees? In that regard, could the ministry share on their efforts to apply, educate, and promote the benefits of shared parental responsibilities, and in the bigger picture, the shared notion on SG made for families? Sir, the gig economy is growing, and many of our citizens work in non-traditional employment structures. It's crucial to ensure that they too can benefit from these provisions. So I urge the ministry to consider how these benefits can be extended to all working parents, regardless of the employment nature. Are there plans to pilot programs or study to assess the best ways to extend these benefits to such workers? Mr. Speaker, Imelis, please. Tuan, saya menyokong pindaan kepada akta ini. Pindaan ini bukan sahaja sebuah undang-undang, tetapi juga cerminan kepada nilai, aspirasi dan komitmen kita terhadap masa depan keluarga di Singapura. Pertama kali lanjutan cuti ibu bapa, cuti kepada bapa bayaran kerajaan dari 2 minggu ke 4 minggu adalah langkah yang patut dipuji. Ia membolehkan bapa memainkan peranan yang lebih aktif dalam peringkat awal kehidupan anak mereka dan juga menekankan kepentingan perkongsian tanggungjawab ibu bapa. Selain itu, pengenalan perkongsian cuti ibu bapa yang membolehkan ibu bapa berkongsi sehingga 8 minggu cuti bersalin adalah satu langkah yang progresif. Ini memberikan kelapangan dan pilihan, memperkenalkan keluarga untuk menentukan susunan yang paling sesuai bagi mereka. Saya akur stigma terhadap pengambilan cuti keluarga hadir dalam masyarakat kita. Oleh itu, kita perlu memastikan bahawa kita ada kempen kesedaran awam untuk menekankan kepentingan tanggungjawab yang dikongsi. Kesimpulannya, pindaan ini adalah suatu langkah besar ke hadapan dalam komitmen kita untuk menyokong keluarga. Ia mengambil kira keperluan keluarga moden yang sentiasa berubah dan menyediakan sokongan yang sangat diperlukan. Tetapi seiring dengan kemajuan ini, marilah kita ingat bahawa dasar-dasar saja tidak mencukupi. Kita memerlukan perubahan paradigma dalam nilai-nilai masyarakat kita di mana kita memberikan keutamaan kepada pembangunan yang holistik dan memupuk rasa komuniti yang kukuh. So in conclusion, the bill is a significant step forward in our commitment to supporting families. It recognizes the evolving needs of modern families and provides the necessary support. This bill is not just a piece of legislation, it is a reflection of our values, our aspirations, and our commitment to our future. But as we move forward, let's remember that policies alone aren't enough. We need a paradigm shift in our societal values, where we prioritize holistic development and foster a strong sense of community. While we must address the concerns raised, they should not deter us from the primary objective of this bill, to support and nurture Singaporean families. I commend the Ministry for introducing this bill and hope to see its successful implementation, ensuring a more supportive future for all Singaporeans. Thank you.